session 2, we just saw Li Sun-chen overcoming Rodney Morris on the United States 877 Rodney Morris Pro. Okay, let's go straight to our feature match on table 1 with our master of ceremonies, Joe McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome back to the action here at the 2006 Philippines World Pool Championships. Well, it's a race to 8 with alternate breaks. Referee in charge of the action is Alan Suleiman of the Philippines. It's now time to meet our players. Firstly, would you please welcome from Chinese Taipei, it's Ching Shun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet a world pool master, the hitman from England, Raj Hundal!
Well, Raj Hundal really has a few hills to climb tonight. Not only is he playing the great player Yang, but he's also been troubled this week by a pinched nerve in his neck. He's caught a cold, so he's going to have to dig down. But I was speaking to him before the match. He said, you know what, none of that matters. That's just excuses. He says, when you've got a heart like mine, you overcome that.
Well, he's going to have to go some to overcome Ching Shun, isn't he? But this is a fella that went a long way last year, really kind of burst onto the stage with a strong performance in Kaohsiung.
Right.
And that got him onto the Moscone Cup squad, and suddenly you could just sense an air of self-belief about him.
He's not lacking in confidence, I can tell you.
He is going to need that against Ching Shun, and Yang and Raj Hundal both won their opening match in Group 14, so the winner here is very much in the box seat. The loser will have to win out.
Well, you referenced it earlier, Nick. Yang is known as the greatest player to have never won the World Championship. He's the original protege of Fong Feng Chao.
Sort of the Jimmy White of nine-ball pool, I suppose, in that sense. You know, Jimmy, the best man never to win the World Snooker Championship.
Right.
Yes, it's good start by both fellas, but one of them has to get a loss here. Hundal's on the leg, so he gets the distinct advantage, and it is an advantage, as we've seen many times, of getting the first break. He's deposited balls all over the place, but just like in the last match we saw, Jerry, no real nice lead-off shot after this. He's got cue ball and that red 3 really locked in tight together.
Well, they appear frozen. If so, he can stroke through them, but he chooses to go away. Let's go away and hide now. Good job.
So up steps Yang. Now, you look at that lineup, and the first thing I was going to say about Yang is there a better jumper in the world than Ching Shun? But I'm not sure even he'd take this one on.
No, if he put enough height on it to jump 2 balls, the next bounce of the cue ball would take it right off the table.
But I hope we do see him jump at some point, because it really is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, he can use that short stick. Believe he's going to just roll the rail beside the 3 and spin off. Oh, he's going to put a little swerve on the ball. Good shot.
Well, that gives Raj the opportunity for an early sighter here.
As so often we see in these matches, the toughest shot of the match is the very first one. After that, the table tends to open itself up to you. Raj wearing his distinctive do-rag. become a trademark of the man.
All right, now that one's gone, the rest of this opening rack should be a comfortable stroll for Hundal. He's got the game to beat Yang.
He's got the game to beat anyone on any given day. But obviously Yang has the game to beat him as well.
Yes,
so this could be a really nice match.
Calling for the rest.
There's a nice motion with that cueing action with the rest. Looked rather smooth, but he's come up easily a foot short of his intended position. Still a shot you expect him to make. And he does. Raj Hundal drawing ever so close, taking first blood.
Putting some early pressure under Yang. Remember, Raj won the lag, and he's held his serve here. So already Yang being forced into the role of chaser. Yang is quite happy chasing, but at least it's better to be in front than be behind. So the first on the board in this race to 8 for Raj Hundal.
Well, I tell you, with players of this power, that lag, winning the lag is huge. I am glad to see that Hundal was able to hold his head straight today. Yesterday, he had it all kicked over to one side from pain, and he's already had to be to the hospital. He went to the hospital yesterday. Shots.
Elsewhere, down at the bottom of the screen there, win of Vietnam, still leading Dennis Okoye. That would be a major surprise. Schmidt and Okumura locked up now at 6 apiece. Schmidt did have a big lead, and Marcus Juva still trailing his opponent from Singapore 4-2. It would be a shock indeed if Dennis Okoye was a fall to win of Vietnam, who's nobody's fool incidentally. It would force Dennis into a must-win situation against Steve Davis tomorrow. And with Win also in action, that's another group that could see 3 guys coming out with 2 wins. So we've been saying Steve Davis, job done with his 2 victories. It might not be enough.
Well, we've seen it already happen this week. That's the fate of Tony Crosby. And Yang gets a shot on the lowest numbered ball. Rarity of rarities.
Yang, another one of those players that we recognised in that pool that we visited last night. It really was quite intimidating, wasn't it, having all those world-class pool players watching as we were just attempting to pot balls for fun.
Well, Yang forced to use the rest. Reindeer antler rest.
Why do they poke at it like a dart? Why do they hold the cue like a dart when they're working out of the rest?
Well, to try and reach a long way with the rest, you can't use the underhand because you just can't reach it. You extend your reach when you use that overhand, and you're able to put your wrist into it and get a little snap out of your wrist to help accentuate the English. However, there are players who, like Johnny Archer, will put an extension on the end of their cue to use make a longer cue stick, and then they can use it underhanded.
Contact with a couple of balls on the table there. So often it's bad, but I don't think that's going to trouble Yang too much. Got away with it. Assuming he can get position on the 6. after running this 5 down the rail. There's the answer to that question.
It's a nice shot there.
Isn't it just? I'm not sure quite where you start and end when talking about this man's attributes at the game, but certainly one of his strengths, in addition to jumping, is his positional play. You very rarely see this fella lose control of the cue ball.
His technical excellence has never been doubted.
A lot of people thought last year was going to be his year for the world title.
He's been one of the favored players now for at least the last 2 years, and he seems to march cleanly through the field until all of a sudden one day he just walks in and seems to fall apart.
Well, he didn't fall apart on that rack, did he? No, tremendous break. He had a shot at the first ball, and after that, very easy pickings for Yang.
Break and run should have been hard to come by this week on this table. We might see it in this match.
Yes, very nicely done. Chow Fong Bang confirm his winning performance against Bernard Tay. And just watch out if you're after a dark horse. Louis Kondo has won big again, beating Israel Orota of the Philippines, flying them flagged Australia in what's been an otherwise disappointing tournament for the Aussies. There's always some name that pops up that you say, boy, that guy's in some form.
Wow. Raj easily sent 2 balls to their fate, but he, like so many others today, has no shot on the opening ball, which in this case is the 2 ball.
Let's go back to Louis Kondo. He's won all 3 of his matches, as we just take another look at that, including a big win over Alex Laley, and nobody's got more than 5 past him.
Wow.
So he's going to be a very high seed.
Talk about being in form. It's always surprised me how many of the great players, their skills cycle. You know, they go into a long up cycle and then they tend to slump for a little while.
I guess the trick for the World Championship is just to sort of hit that on the crest of the wave, isn't it? People like Rodolfo Luat seem to be coming into very good form.
Makes you believe in biorhythms.
Yeah.
Push out. Raj Hundal forced into a push.
And he can take a ball if he wishes to with a push.
He can. He tries to tie the 5 ball up with the 6. He hasn't been real successful with that. It's caused a little problem. I believe he's left a shot on the 2 ball for Yang.
Well, if Yang can see any of it, chances are he will go for it.
And he can see all of it. Up and down the table, landing. Well, I'm sure he'll be happy with that. It's a thin cut, but it appears makeable. And the cue ball will be moving in the proper direction to land on the 4. Taking his time to decide exactly where he wants that cue ball for the 4.
He's a very methodical player, isn't he? You never see Yang rush. It's just about had the legs, but I think he's done enough work with that cue ball to Get a perfect look at the 4 to bring himself something on the 5.
Now we'll find if Hundal's effort to tie up the table will bear any fruit. Don't believe so.
Well, again, just goes back to what we were saying earlier, Joe. This fella has that uncanny knack of seeming to be able to put that cue ball exactly where he wants it, shot after shot.
Yeah, it's truly pinpoint position with this man. Now the final challenge. Getting onto the 8 ball without having that 9 bother you.
Well, don't forget Yang, because he lost the lag, he had to get a break on the Hundal break at some point. Is he going to get it nice and early? It looks that way.
Almost a certainty.
Cue ball tracking down right on cue. No pun intended. There is the break. Just like that. You could make a DVD of that rack and just say, if you ever watch controlled use of the cue ball, take a look at this. But once Yang got that table, that cue went exactly where he told it to go. Cue ball, should I say.
Quite an intimidating player, Yang. Never opens his mouth, never resorts to sharking.
Jeff DeLuna's picked up a couple of racks against Chris Calabrese, the Aussie. And Dennis Orcolio starting to make a fight back at it against Tan Nam Nguyen of Vietnam. That one's so important to Steve Davis's fortunes. Remember, if Orcolio wins, Steve and Dennis will be through. If Nguyen pulls it off, that becomes a 3-way split into which only 2 can go. And the group we're in here has a long, long way to go as well. This is just a... some of the groups are completed. These 2 fellas just having their second match. Look at that one from Yang. He's just torn that rack to shreds.
3 balls down and a shot on the lowest ball. That's the 3. Yeah, the wing ball went down, the 1 ball went in the side, and he got a bonus ball in the other side in the form of the 2. So, long cut shot on the 3 ball. Does not appear to be blocked from the corner by the 5. I think it slides to the inside there.
Well, 2-1 to Yang against Raj Hundal. And we've just been joined in the commentary box, Joey, by one of Raj's best mates on the tour, Imran Majid. And as Imran knows a lot more about Raj and his game than I do, why don't I let him sit in and join you?
Go take a break, Nick, and we'll continue on with this match. Yang takes on that long cut. Now he's got pretty easy pickings to take a 3-1 lead over Hundal. And Imran, we had already mentioned that Raj is having some problems with his neck and a bit of a virus this week. But
yeah, hi guys, sorry I'm late. I just had an appointment with the doctor. But yeah, Raj had some problems with his neck. He had a trapped nerve. He was sat at Hong Kong airport waiting for his flight and slept in an awkward position for about 3 hours and stiffened up his neck and unfortunately got a trapped nerve. It's got a lot better over the last couple of days, but he's still not 100%.
well, we'll talk some more about Raj when he comes back to the table. Right now, we're watching Yang continue his display of cueing.
I'm still sure Raj will be alright. He's a fighter.
Something in the crowd has disturbed Yang. He's standing up from his shot, waiting for the stands to settle down. champions never afraid to stand up and start over when something interrupts their process. Boy, this man's starting to put on a display the last two racks. Hard to win when you're sitting in that chair, and right now, Yang left out to a 3-1 lead over Raj Hundal. We'll let you take a look at how he got the job done.
Tomorrow is officially Judgment Day, and this is the order of play on table 1 for Jerry 4. Imran Majid, who's in the commentary booth right now with Jerry Forsyth, will be under the bright lights against Wang Hun Xiang of Chinese Taipei. Then that's followed by Thomas Engert of Germany taking on Lee Van Corteza, a Filipino, in Johnny Archer of the United States. Wang Shuming of China, and in session 2, which racks off at 9 p.m. Gandhi Valle of the Philippines taking on Nick Vandenberg, the Dutchman, and Elder Paul Strickland, the always entertaining Elder Paul, taking on Chin Ju of Chinese Taipei, and finally Dennis Okoye of the Philippines versus Steve Davis, the 6 times world snooker champion. All right, let's get back to your commentary team of Jerry Forsyth and our number 20 seed in this tournament, Imran Majid.
Thank you very much, Udai. And we're about to watch Raj Hundal's turn at the break. And Imran, you're such good friends with this man. Tell us a little bit about him. When did he really break out?
Myself and Raj have been friends for a long time now, and we started off playing snooker together. As you know, it's the most popular cue sport in England. And then we discovered this game, and we both took a liking to it straight away. And we were winning tournaments in England straight away, right off the bat. And then we decided to turn pro, and here we are, a few years later, you know, on the world scene.
What would he say has been his happiest moment in pool, do you think?
I think Raj's biggest achievement and happiest moment would be him winning the World Pool Masters. And he won that last year, and yeah, that's his greatest achievement so far.
Well,
the way he won that tournament was great, fantastic.
Well, he's put Yang in a position here where Yang is going to have to be kicking into the tube.
I think Yang's looking for revenge this time, because Raj actually beat him pretty bad last year in this tournament.
Oh, that's good information. You know, there are not a lot of good things that can happen on this shot, are there?
No, he's in a tough spot right here, and it's not easy to play a push-out either. I think he's looking to attack this two ball right here, where he's just pointed to the table, maybe trying to kick it and play a safe back. If he hits this two ball full, he could snooker him right back.
Oh, he nearly kept himself at the table by knocking in the 5-ball.
He did a pretty good job of that.
Yes, he did. He got a better result than I had expected.
A lot of players would have opted to push out there, but when you can kick like Yang.
Well,
Raj won't be too worried at this stage. 3-1 down. He's been there, done it before. He's been in the guy, so he's a cool character. He'll be all right.
This is a tough little shot here, though. Not only is the shot itself rather difficult, getting shape on the 4 is no easy matter. So he elects to play safe. Can't say we blame him.
Yeah, unlucky not to get the snooker behind the 9, but has contained him pretty well.
Nine-ball players tending to be a rather aggressive sort. There must always be kind of a sigh of resignation when they're forced into a safety situation.
Yeah, it's a very attacking game. You know, players like to attack in this game rather than, you know, play defense. because you can play a safety and the guy can go ahead and kick the ball in, and then you think, oh no, why didn't I go for it? So attack is most probably the best option in this game.
Imran, you've come down with a bit of a bug yourself. What was that doctor able to do for you?
Yeah, I've got an ear infection right now, and I've had it for a couple of weeks, and it's not helping my game too much. When I get down on the shot, I'm feeling kind of dizzy, and yeah, it's keeping me kind of unbalanced, and it's just kind of unfortunate it had to happen at the World Championship.
Raj has to sit and wait. Right now, the table belongs to Yang, and he's certainly taking his time deciding on his next course of action. It would seem that he would want to kick the 2-ball down table and bring the cue ball back about where it is to try and hide the 2 from the cue ball by the presence of the 4 and the 8.
He didn't do a very good job there. He's left the 2 sticking out, and Raj has got a shot at this. Because the cube is on the rail, he can't do too much with it, so I think he just has to roll this 2-ball in.
Bit of top left English to try and check that cue ball off of the rail.
Played nicely, and he's got a nice shot on the 4 here.
Yeah, now the rest of the rack sets up nicely for him. It's always rather nice when you've got a ball hanging in the jaws as the 5.
Nice clean stroke there, very much. The only problem I could see here is going from the 6 to the 8, but it shouldn't be too tough.
Oh, he's left himself a nice angle here.
Yeah, he can just draw across to the side of the table and just put the cue ball right where he put his stick right there. And should have a straight 8-ball into the top pocket.
And since he'll be on that side of the 8-ball, all he then has to do is let the cue ball roll down into position for the 9. It's got a little more angle than I'm sure he would wish for, but I don't think it'll prove too difficult.
Yeah, the shot is pretty natural. Just needs to roll it in and play it across the other side of the table for the 9. Nicely done.
And the shape is all he could ask for. 9 balls straight into the same corner pocket as the 8. Hundal comes back with a statement of his own. Trails by 1. 3-2. Yang over Hundal. Well, that's a nice way to close the gap. Now they can get some spirit back.
Yeah, they'll take a bit of pressure off him and relax a bit more.
Attack the table. So is the doctor able to give you anything that might help you with your match tomorrow?
Yeah, he gave me some antibiotics.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've already completed 1 course of antibiotics. Didn't help too much, but hopefully this one does better.
On the screen, you can see what's going on around the room. Okamura tied up 7-7 in a double hill match with Schmidt. Somebody's got to fall. Back here, Yang about to damage the rack. Boy, this guy's got a break shot.
That was a big, powerful break. He almost lost the cue ball. Well, he did, and it was about to scratch, but it got kicked away by the 7. So rather fortunate there in the end.
Well, 6 balls to clear, and he's got a straight shot go long on the 2. And all he has to do is let that cue ball roll for position on the 4. So your friend could be in trouble.
Yeah, if he makes this 2s, naturally on the 4, and it should be an easy rack. He was far away there. See, that's just creeping in.
Well, Hundal not as lucky as he might have been on this, the way the balls have set up here.
He was miles out there.
Yes, he was. See, he's not at all pleased with the effort he just shows. Hundal going for that side pocket bank. It's a two-way shot. He was trying to play safe and use the 9 ball as a blocker, but I don't believe he got there. However, he has put the 2 ball in a position where it's going to be very, very difficult to get shape on the 4. You got any hints for him on how to get back on that 4 ball?
Yeah, if he's going to shoot this shot, he's going to shoot it in the top pocket, and he's going to draw the cue ball to the side route and come back for the 4. That's what he's looking at now. It's a tough shot now.
Boy, I'm telling you, this is a lot to ask.
It's probably in the back of Yang's mind now. This guy's beaten me before, you know?
Sure it is.
So it's going to add to the pressure slightly.
Boy, this is tough. He's made it.
That was a great shot.
There's the mentor of the man at the table now, the great Chow, watching his student, making pretty easy work of this rack.
Mind you, the 7's not in the best of places.
No, but you know, it's far enough off the rail where he's able to work with it. He may be even able to ease it into that side pocket.
Could do, but if not, he has to get good position on the 7. Wants to be right behind it, ideally.
Well, he's gotten close enough to the 6 ball. He ought to be able to do what he wishes with the cue.
See, this is not missable, you know? There's a bit of distance between the cue ball and the 7. We want it to be a lot closer to this 7.
Nevertheless, 7 ball disappears from the table. All that's left for Yang to gain a 2-point advantage to deposit this 9 ball. Watch it coming at you. 4-2, Yang over Hundal of England. Well, it's time for Raj to take charge here. Certainly wouldn't want to fall down by another rack. You get yourself in this kind of situation, you try and ignore the score, or
You try and block it out. Yeah, you try and block it out and just keep on digging in and keep on trying, basically.
I guess all you can do is play with the cards you're dealt.
Yeah.
Well, we saw the power behind Yang's break. See what Mr. Hundal has to offer.
Number 7, he got the break, trading 2 ups to 4.
Breaking from about the same point on the table. Watch the 9 ball.
9 ball. Great shot by Raj.
One of the rare golden breaks that we had this week.
Yeah, he really needed that. He didn't want to lose that rack.
Watch this. 9-ball kicked by the 6-ball right into the side pocket. That's only the third one that I've seen on this table for the entire tournament.
Actually, Raj made a shot like that yesterday as well. In his match against Mohammed Zulfiki. He made the 9 in the same pocket, exactly the same way. So it might be how he hits it.
Well, that's an easy way to win a rack. And he's cut the margin to 1. 4-3. So, that'll put a little,
put a little
up in your step.
Yeah, a little bit more heat on Yang.
Number 8, Yang breaks.
Both players have really explosive breaks, you know, showing an excellent display of breaking power.
They certainly hit him hard. And with great control. Well, this time, 4 balls disappear, only 5 left.
He lost the cue ball again there and nearly scratched in the side pocket.
Yes, he did. And then he nearly got kicked into that same side pocket. But now it'll be the 2-ball going into that pocket.
Yeah, and he has to go 2 or 3 rounds to get position on this 3. Two will do.
Well, he didn't really want to run into that 9-ball, but it hasn't affected him. Won't hurt him a bit.
Yeah, he knew if he's going to run into the 9, he was always going to have a shot on the 3.
Yeah. This will be another quick rack. Not taking long to get through our score line here. Yang still taking his time when he needs to. Ball deposited, and a very, very easy clearance left. Roll the cue ball a little bit forward after the 6 in the side, and you'll be able to take the 9 right down into the corner. Three now. Yang getting ever closer to the finish, leading Raj Hundal of England. Stay with us. There's more to come. Raj Hundal now trailing by 2.
Number 9.
Can't afford to let that gap widen anymore. He needs to maintain control of the table. It all starts with this break shot. Well, he's lost the cue ball behind the rack.
Not a big break, but
yeah, it's not going to help him very much, as he hasn't got a shot on the 2.
No, he's going to have to push out here.
Where would you suggest he puts to when we watch this break again?
Well, he doesn't really want to leave Yang a shot because he's such a great shooter. I would put him down the other end of the table, maybe to the end rail.
Force him to a bank.
Force him to a bank. Or safety. Raj is looking at a kick shot here now, but it's fraught with danger.
You know, one of the problems with Yang is you really can't leave him with a jump shot because he makes a lot of jump shots.
Yeah, all the time when he's very, very good jumpers. You can't leave them jump shots. Exactly, Jerry. If he does make this 2-ball, he's going to have automatic position on the 3.
Well, he tried it for it. Now will it roll past the side?
That's unlucky he didn't roll past the side.
Yeah, and you can hear his frustration as he smashes the end of his cue stick into the floor. Although, can he see it? Boy, that's awfully close.
I think he can just see enough of it to make it.
Wow. And now he's got another problem in the form of that 7 ball. Do you think he can get past it to get shape on the 3? He's got to get back over the other side of the table.
It's kind of tough to avoid that 7. If he's going to avoid it, he's going to have to put some deep draw on his 2 ball and draw right across the table.
Perhaps you just run into the 7 and stop right there and take the long cut on the 3.
Yeah, that would be an option as well, Jerry.
A little bit of a jump to hop over the edge of the 6.
Okay. Played it well and has a shot on the 3. Just about.
Close. Here we go. He really didn't hop over that ball. He was just trying to put draw on it.
Yeah, he had to put a low draw on it. I think he's just okay on this ball. By the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, he doesn't want this cue ball to leak out behind the 8 ball here.
Didn't cue that brilliantly.
He's left himself a lot of work to get on the 6.
Just needs to clear the 8 here and should be okay.
Deep draw. But
yeah, this doesn't look too good now for Raj.
No, but if you're a fan of Yang, it's smiling time. Given that he gets through this rack, he'll have a very nice margin and only be 2 9-balls away from victory.
Just going to roll this 8 ball in. Oh, he's going to stun it. Oh, he's going to jack up and stun it right there. Yeah, more confident stroke on that shot.
Yeah, well executed. Well, with that 9-ball down, Yang gets to 6 in our race to 8. He leads our match 6-3. Closer and closer he creeps. Hundal's in a bit of a hole here. This is one of the things about the ultimate break format.
Yeah, when you get behind, it's kind of tough to come back. You know, he's like 3 racks behind, and it's very tough.
Yeah, you have to rely on your opponent making a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. And this guy doesn't make too many.
Here we go. Chow has beaten Bernard Tay. Laley has fallen to Nian. Kondo, of course, has won, and Jeff DeLuna over Chris Calabrese 8-3.
Rock number 10. Young to break. Leading 6 rocks to 3.
And another chance to look at the break shot of Yang. Yang once again unleashes a real cannon of a shot.
And better controlling the cue ball there. Slightly got kicked down table, but he's got a nice shot on the 1 hand.
Yeah, he sure does. Looks awfully straight, though. As you see that break forming up. If he has just the slightest of angles, he'll be able to force the cue ball forward to come back down. But
I think he's going to draw.
yeah, he's going to draw all the way back down table. This takes a lot of cueing power. Watch out, side pocket.
Oh, that was lucky. Lucky not to go in there.
Yeah. Well, not the easiest of tables, but neither is it the most difficult I've ever seen.
No, he just needs to roll his cue ball in with a nice slow pace and hold for the 4 in the side pocket. I don't see what else he could do here.
The speed of the cue ball, all important here. He doesn't want to get out of line on that 4.
Yeah, he hasn't got great cueing here because he's cueing over the jaws of the pocket as well.
He's checking out the line that cue ball is going to take as it comes off the rail after striking the 2. Here we have some very interested viewers.
Played it hard, up and down table.
That didn't work out at all.
No, I didn't like that shot at all.
He's really put himself in some trouble here.
Yeah, he's going to have to kick at this and hope for the best, I think. The 4's in the middle of the table, not much to hide behind.
Wow, he has really stymied himself. Hundal knows he's got an opportunity now. He awaits the outcome of this shot, hoping that he's gifted with something that he can take to the bank.
I think he's going to hit this 4 ball hard and hope for the best.
Well, the kicking skill of the Taiwanese, never in question. Little doubt that he will contact the ball.
And got lucky.
Yeah, he got pretty fortunate here.
Yeah, there's not much else he could do right there. But so far, Yang has got the rolls in this match. I had more luck than Raj has.
Would you advise Raj to be patient here and play the safety that's out there for him?
Yeah, he's got to try and play a safety here. I don't see how he can attack. Could try and hide behind the 9 and force the 4 ball to the opposite end of the table. I'm not sure if he has the angle for that shot, but we'll see.
Well, driving the 4 into the 7 will keep it in place, and then he just has to line the cue ball up behind the 9. Taking a good look at this shot from all the angles. Doesn't want to surprise himself.
Hasn't really got an easy safety here, Jerry. That's why he's taking a lot of time with it.
Well, maybe you bank the 4 away behind the 9 and use the 7 to stop the cue there. That's what he tried, but to no avail. He's left an open table.
Just a little short of pace there. Yeah, otherwise he would have had a good snooker there. Now this is where Yang has to think, defense or attack. Because Has got a pretty easy snooker here, because could just lay up behind the 8 ball.
Right.
If not, has a toughest shot into the corner pocket and has to draw back for the 6. So it just depends how he's feeling.
Well, it doesn't look like he's trying to well, now he's raised his Q-tip up. He may be playing the safe. Nope. He went for the
he's going to scratch.
He has scratched. Just the kind of break.
Yeah, just the kind of break Raj needed here.
There's another look.
It was a good shot. It was rather unfortunate to scratch there.
It was, because that ball massayed after it took the hit.
It did.
Hundal Hundal needs to make the most of this opportunity. He has fallen well behind now, 6-3. But should he be able to catch this rack?
He overhit that a little bit, but still has a shot, a rather tougher shot, but still makeable. I fancy him to get this.
He's hit it with pocket speed.
Yeah, it's there. Great shot. Yeah, the speed was the key there. Any harder, that would have refused.
Well, 9 ball down. Hundal draws within 2. It's his break. When we come back, stay with us. It's not over yet. And he'll be coming to the table for the break that could draw him within 1.
Trading 4 rocks.
Big rack here.
Looking at Raj, he looks a bit off color, Jerry. I see him quite a lot, and the color on his face doesn't look right. Nevertheless, a big, powerful break. He's got a shot on the 1.
Well, he does have a virus, so
yeah.
But he has a good opportunity here now. Watch this break. 2 balls down, and he does have that shot on the 1. Really just needs to bring the cue ball back out to center table for a shot on the 3 and a chance to cruise right on through this rack. You see any problems out there for him?
No, it's not as easy as it looks, Jerry. He needs to be pretty good on this 3 because now the 4 ball is right down the end of the other side and doesn't have the best of angles to get back for the 4. Might have to play this with topspin. No, he's going to stun it off the rail. See, that didn't offer a very good position there. Yeah, because of the angle he had.
But now, given that he pots the 4, he
can put the 4 in the left corner pocket and come around 3 or 4 rails and play the 6 in the same pocket.
Right. Watch out for the scratch now.
There we go. No, he's okay. It was a kind of shot to nothing. Even if he missed it, he would have snookered, yeah.
Right.
Nice clean pot there. And should have this rack now to come within 1 rack of Yang. So game on.
Hundal doing a nice job of taking advantage of the opportunity granted him. Just when it looked like he might be out of this match, he has clawed his way back.
Yeah, and he'll be very pleased now to get to 6-5.
Indeed, that'll lift his spirits as he crawls within 1. 6-5, Hundal now trails. That's the good news. The bad news is Yang's break. Whoa. If Yang has a little bad luck on the break here, doesn't have an opening shot, this match can turn around real quick.
It's really good.
Here's a look at this group. Tyler Eady has won 1 of his 2 matches. Both Yang and Raj are 1 for 1, so they really need this match. The other man, Will Victory, he's out of it, I'm afraid. There's one of our lovely fans. And there's some other fans.
Number 12.
Our referee has assembled the rank for us, and Yang once again approaches the table.
6 rocks to 5.
his dynamite break shot. Well, Imran, he can see the one ball.
He can see the one ball, but hasn't got a very good shot on it. Might be forced into a safety here.
He's got a lot of places to hide.
Yeah, on that left side of the table, there's like 4 balls there. Could put Raj in a lot of trouble here. And rightly does so.
Wow.
Now this one ball might be frozen to the rail. It looks very tight to the rail. And if it is, Raj has to hit the one and the Cuban has to make contact with another rail. It's just off it.
Just off. I don't see the track to get to the one.
He has to go 2 rails like he's queuing up now.
Boy, this
That's the only way. And just misses it. Wasn't easy to judge that, especially on this slippery, slidey equipment.
still no easy table ahead of Yang. You see the miss there on the kick attempt. There's some problems yet to be solved, namely that 4-ball.
Yeah, shouldn't have no problem with the 1, 2, and 3. The 4, I'm not sure if it goes past the 8. That's what he's having a look at now. By his body language, I think it does.
Yeah, he doesn't look real worried.
He doesn't look too concerned, yeah. The only problem I could see is when making the 4-ball, he's going to have a contact on the 8-ball, which could stop his path to the 6-ball.
Two-ball deposited in the corner. And now, well, I don't know if that's the angle he wanted on this shot to get the right angle on the 4.
Stop it right there, or even bump the 7. He has a slight angle on this. He could just stop it right there, play the 4, and come around 2 rails for the 6. Obviously the 4 didn't go, and he had to develop that 4-ball. He did so very well.
Yeah, he's done a great job. That should afford him a way to get through the rest of the rack, put away the 9, and stand on the hill.
Yeah, good shot there by Yang to open up this rack.
That tells you something about the composure of this man. He knew earlier in the rack that he was going to have to develop that. He was going to have to move that cluster apart. And yet he never showed the least bit of concern.
Yeah, the same goes to the rest of the Taiwanese player. I mean, a bomb might explode in the arena, but they won't be fluttered at all, you know? They'll just be the same.
It is amazing how well they control themselves.
Almost, ooh, we nearly missed that. Almost like robots, these guys.
Yang, the first man to make it to the hill. He leads in our match now. Needs only one more game to put Raj Hundal down. 7-5, Yang over Hundal. Take another look at this great player. Do well emulate his mannerisms at the table. Love to have that stroke. Take a look around. Juba over Boone. 6. Laley has fallen to knee. Chow came back and won the match that he trailed so badly. Dennis Orcoyo has fallen to win. Kondo, of course, has won. Luna has won over Chris Calabrese. Lots of action going on around the road. Lots of fates being sealed. Brutal day tomorrow. Final day to find out which 64 players die and which 64 remain.
Yeah, we call it judgment day.
Hundal to break. Trading 5 rocks to 7.
Hundal to break. Ring ball down, 1 ball down.
Great break, but hasn't got a shot on the 2.
Once again, that first shot develops into such a tough situation. Take a look. Needs a shot on that blue 2 spinning at the bottom of your screen. And here comes that 4.
He's forced to play safe here. I think he's going to go 2 or 3 rows behind the 6. That's what he's trying. Yep. And he's got it. Perfect.
Well played.
Perfect speaker.
Now, will Yang bring out that jump cue?
Yeah, he's going straight for it. No hesitation at all.
And look at the proximity of the 9 ball there, Imran.
Yeah, and could get some movement on the 9 actually. The way it's lined up, the 9 is going to go very close to that corner pocket too, Jerry.
Yeah, I think he kind of likes it here.
Mind you, he's going to have to hit this good because that 6 is very close to the cue ball.
Putting a lot of height on the jump stick. Well, this is one of the masters of this shot. Stands back, aims it just like a normal shot.
Foul. Foul.
There was a foul. Just hit the 9 with first.
Great call by our referee. Yang frustrated by that.
Take a look at it again. Yes, hit the 9. Yeah, it was a great call, Jerry. You're right. And it was hard to spot that at such a great speed, you know?
Those are hard to see.
Good referee.
And in this game, the tie goes to the runner. If the referee had felt that was a simultaneous hit, it would have been called a good hit.
Raj just underhit that a bit. I think he wanted to play the 3 in the side pocket.
Well, he's still got an open pocket in the corner.
Yeah, but a very acute angle.
Cue ball will be traveling in the right direction. Now is he looking at this combination? He is. Boy.
Yeah, Raj likes to attack. I think he'll go for this.
In his favor, the balls are close together, reducing the...
And he'll have a shot on the 3 on the side. Great shot.
Very well played. Takes guts to size one of those up.
Oh, yeah. Hit it perfect.
Follows it up with a nice shot. 3 ball in the side. Tapping the chalk on the table, asking the cue ball to slow down a little bit. You fellas seem to talk to the cue ball a lot.
Yeah, you sometimes tap the table for it to slow down, or you ask it to speed up. And sometimes it listens to you and does so. Just want to draw this black slightly. Like that, and cut the 6 into the top pocket. Should have natural position of the 7 for the side pocket, and an easy 9.
Once again, Hundal will be able to draw within 1. And once again, he'll be relying on an error from Yang to get himself back into this match. low roll shot. Ball down. Hundal refuses to surrender to Yang. Now only trails by 1 in our match, 7-6. But it's Yang's break. Hundal can only sit and wait. Hope to get a chance to come back to that belt. Interesting rack. Foul on a jump shot, a combination.
Yeah, Roger finished that right well. The combination was the key to that shot. That right there, Joe.
Absolutely. Here we go, some more updates. Maggie Lyon getting ready to take on Lee. Kunihiko Takahashi trails Kevin Rizal. Gomez over Wilms right now, 3-0. Robin Hubler has fallen behind by 1. Another match between Lee and Wirtz.
Number 14.
Taking place
Down to break.
very shortly.
7 Rats to 6.
Maybe spotted a slight gap in the balls there.
He spoke to the referee about something, but apparently not requesting a re-rack. And he's breaking from the same position on the table. So wing ball down, 8 ball down.
That was a powerful break.
And he's got a shot on the 1. It's not looking good for your bud. An awful lot of power in this man's arm. Ron, I don't see much to stop him.
Needs a good angle on the 3 to get down to the 4. If he does so, then he should be out. But if he gets the wrong angle on the 3, it's going to be tough to get down table.
I think he's going to get the right angle.
You think, but you don't know, Jerry.
You have a lot of hope for your friend, don't you? Well, that gives him enough angle to work the cue ball properly. But he has toughened up the shot a bit. Now when he comes around riding the rails, he'll go 2 rails to come back down into the rail nearest the 4 ball. And what he's got to watch out for is that he doesn't scratch or get blocked by the brown 7. All about speed here.
He's underhit this shot.
He certainly has. He may be blocked by the 9 ball.
He is blocked by the 9 ball.
He can't believe it.
Now has to kick at this 4 ball and doesn't have to make it.
Well, first he has to collect himself. He was already tasting victory. Now he's got to make a miracle happen, or else it becomes advantage Hundal, because Hundal's got the next break.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he has to kick this side rail, foot rail into the 4 and try and make it.
Yeah, he does need to hit that foot rail before he hits the 4 so that he sends the cue ball up, away from this area of the table.
I don't see what he can do by kicking it that side.
Yeah, I don't understand this. He really... Well, now he's just got to be playing for a safety here. I don't know why he's taking away his chances of making the ball and continuing to play.
Most players would go the other side and try and make the 4 into this pocket nearest to us.
Has he made it in the side?
No, he hasn't made it in the side, no. But he did play a kind of safety kick there.
Now, Mr. Yang, who has led throughout this match, is in trouble. If Hundal makes this shot, he would be favored to win the match because he's going to be coming to the table next with the break, and they'll both be on the hill.
Nice full ball, hits it clean. And shouldn't have too much problem going on the 6 here.
Well, it doesn't matter that you trail in these matches. What matters is that you take the lead at the right time. And a double hill would be the right time to take the lead. However,
he's not great on this 6 ball, but can play it into the top left pocket and come back for a 7.
Couple of problems I see there. Needs to avoid the scratch in the side pocket across the table.
Yeah, needs to draw past it and needs to avoid the 9 ball as well.
Needs to avoid the 9 ball. He's going forward. He's playing a power shot.
Oh, he's just going to opt to make this ball.
Ah, he's missed it. Opportunity blown by Raj Hundal.
I think he played the right shot there, just to make the 6 ball and leave himself a shot on the 7.
Well, he can't believe it. But he knows he has no one to blame but himself for this.
It wasn't an easy shot. It was kind of rough angle.
Well, it was all developed by overrunning his position.
That's right, yeah. I think he should have just took a little bit more time there. It was an important shot.
Yang 2 balls away from escaping what could have been tragic for him. A slow roll shot on the 7 sets this up. A simple, straight-in 9 ball, just what you want. To claim victory. Yang, job done. With a victory over Raj Hundal. 8-6. This Group 14. Oh, the action continues at the 2006 Philippine World Pool Championship. It's been a great day, and it continues. Stay with us. We're going to have a lot more action for you. Here's a group. Yang leads with 2 wins. Hundal and Edie both have 1. So there's hope left for Mr. Hundal. And right now, we're going to join Uday in the studio.